New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy gave a huge boost to the Communication Workers of America. 35,000 New Jersey state workers represented by the union got a package including back pay and future raises that amounts to about $150 million. All this within the context of a new negotiation that we're heading into, budget season, another budget, and a lot of people are asking, where's the money coming from? Was this fair? Was it right? I talked to Jersey Joe Piscopo earlier today. He ran for governor, as you know, and I asked him, what do we want to see our government doing? And he had an interesting take on the unions. If you've got promises made to these workers, you got to make good on those promises.
I appreciate Governor Murphy looking out for the unions. If you promise a union worker pension or welfare, you can't take that away. You can't take away what was promised to the union. Don't even go. It's not fair. Someone puts in so many years and then they lose it because they didn't put in this many years and that many years. You can't dance with a person's life like that, especially in the workforce.
Joe went on to say that, of course, we do have a revenue problem in New Jersey, and you've got to get into the mode of creating jobs and prosperity, or you're never going to be able to pay these bills. All right, I want to bring in somebody who knows an awful lot about Jersey politics. Patrick Murray, he is a pollster and the director of the Monmouth Polling Institute. Patrick, welcome back to Chasing News. How are you?
Good to see you, Bill.
Almost $100 million of this $150 million back pay, not just going back to what was rolled back from Governor Christie, but this includes retirees. Everybody gets a check. What are your thoughts?
My big thing about this was the negotiation aspect. What did Phil Murphy get on behalf of the taxpayers? Because at the end, a lot of this were what's called step increases. And the former contract that had expired actually says that even if there's not a contract, that the step increases should continue. So I understand why the Murphy administration says, well, some of this we had to do anyway legally. We couldn't get away with not giving them that back pay. But you're sitting down at a table with 35,000 state workers. You know that you have to give them back pay. They're asking for raises in the future. And this future is only another 14 months, by the way, because then the next year there's going to be another contract negotiation. But my question is, what did you then get also when you were sitting at the table with them that is going to help the New Jersey taxpayer?
Patrick, let me just ask you on the back pay. Why did he have to give them the back pay? Did they lose a lawsuit? Just put that in context for everybody.
Yeah, there's two types of raises. There's one that you just give a raise, a cost of living increase. And then there's a step increase, which is just simply how long have you been there? And those step increases are actually built into the contract. And the contract says, even if this contract expires and we don't have a new contract yet, step increases should continue. And we've seen some local legal cases. The Supreme Court of New Jersey has ruled in a couple of local cases where towns tried to get away with not giving those step increases when the contract had expired, is that they couldn't do it.
Patrick, as a pollster, how does this impact Governor Murphy? Does this help or hurt him down the road for the voters who are paying the bill?
Well, that's the way I'm really looking at this, is that voters in New Jersey say, these state workers, they deserve what they were promised. However, at the same time, how are you going to make the cost of living better for me here in New Jersey? Who represented me at the table? And I'm not sure Phil Murphy has answered that question yet.
All right, Patrick, good to talk to you. I'm sure there'll be a lot more for us to talk about as the election gets closer. Thank you.